So, we were just thinking about some new drip. I really should keep the Brigandine, but I wanted to try out the male. Especially since we are the Thane of Whiterun, and we can't really wear our Thane armor because it's heavy armor, and we're a light armor user. And I got this padded mantle, and I really wanted to wear it. So, what were we doing last? What is it? What says in my journal? Go to Danica and Whiterun and inquire about the Gilderk ring. Can do. I see Lydia's just taking it easy. Okay. And I'm not fully convinced I want to switch to MCL for the next run. Because for the most part, in most combat scenarios, I don't get animation-based crashes. I think it's just when it wants to because of the mods, then it's going to. But most of the time, it's fine. Also, I need to drink my tea almost right away because it's not steaming and it's not that warm in here, so I want to have it while it's still somewhat hot. Which means we're gonna go to... We're gonna see if Danica's outside, and then if she's not, we're gonna go into the temple. Temple of Kinnereth, specifically. Because while it's not necessarily a temple, it's a funeral hall. It's the Hall of the Dead for RK. That there's still technically two places of worship in this town. That, of course, being for... Hold on, my map is equipped. Or is it? Is my buckler equipped? Nope, I guess I just had a map equipped.
I'll be needing some gold. I spent almost all the septums I had.
So, Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, everybody. Back at it again with the Bard. We are going to talk to Danica. Danica. I'm basically saying it how an NPC with a custom voice would say it. I mean, I would chat with an old woman to do my good deed for the day, but usually when I do try to talk to anyone who doesn't have actual dialogue, they're just kind of like, piss off. Oi, fuck off. Because, like, when the old lady says that, and I go to talk to her, she's like, sorry, pup, no time today. And it's like, but you just told me to talk to you. Meanwhile, other NPCs will talk to you while you brush by them for half a second. They go, I don't got time to talk to you. It's like, I'm just walking.
It's a shame, isn't it?
I heard something happened to the tree at the temple.
The Gildergreen, yes. It's a bit of an eyesore at the moment. More of a problem for the pilgrims than for me. But not many of them around anymore.
Why haven't the pilgrims been coming?
A big dead tree isn't very inspiring if you're coming to worship the divine of wind and rains.
I mean, it is raining right now.
Kinnereth gives life, and we need a living tree to be her symbol.
Is there any way to revive the tree?
I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the elderly, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal method.
Welcome in, Cat Pianist. How are you doing today, friend? So what kind of weapon would work?
Eldergleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the hag ravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself.
I'll get Nettlebane for you.
Your spirit is strong. Kinnereth's winds will guide your path. It's held in a hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Alright, I'm not done talking to you, though.
So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from those filthy hag ravens yet?
Well met, priestess.
The Dragonborn. What do you need?
I'm looking for a healer to tend to me.
I see that spark in your eye. The Dragonborn are complete pigs, am I right? All they care about is one thing, and you know exactly what I mean.
Excuse me?
Now, my friend. My heart goes out for you. Prepare the Gildergreen. I'll be glad to help you.
Okay, good to know. So what's so special about this Gildergreen?
To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is an echo.
So, you're a priestess of Kinnereth, you said, right?
Indeed. The temple here in the city is my charge. The goddess's divine blessings have no doubt helped make Whiterun a thriving and prosperous city. After all, it is she who brings rain to our crops and fair weather on the harvest days.
Has the Stormcloak Uprising affected your duties?
Somewhat, yes. At first it seemed a distant thing, heard only in the idle speech of guards and traders. When the wounded soldiers began to return from battle, I did what I could to help them. As more of the sick and injured came to the temple, my work as a healer became more important than my duties as a priestess. I wish only an end to the fighting, so that I can tend to the temple once more.
Okay. We exhausted our dialogue.
Winds blow you to fortune.
Alright, let's check our journal. Let's see. We could do that real quick. Won't take us long since it's just outside of town. Get our group all saddled up and ready to go.
Tired of bread and stew? Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut
All
steak
right.
or a tender rack of ribs.
Let us get a move on with the game. How are we doing for water? Let's check our supplies here. Pretty much full on water. I can just, you know, get this really good and full. Refill. Welcome in, Vescu. Monkey indeed. Ooh, 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 ooh. How you doing today, friend? We saw your Meat God mod today. It's not installed, because, you know, I'm very, very iffy about installing new mods mid-run. But it's definitely going to be something we want to use for the next run, perhaps. Especially since we're using alternate perspective. You know, it'll be in Helgen. Right, it's in Helgen, right? Too many mod ideas in your head? See, I have ideas I want to do, but when it comes to like, I have all these ideas that I want to mod into Medieval Skyrim, which are pretty much covered by a whole bunch of other mods. So, like, when I'm racking my brain, I'm like, what could I make that no one hasn't done already? You know, far more capable modders. And I think mostly it's using SPID files to distribute other modders' armors and weapons that I think I could do. I do want to make my errant knight mod. I want to do, you know, we were talking about it earlier. I wanted to see about making my own half sorting mod, which, you know, I wanna see about using weapons from mods that have open permissions, so that I could actually, you know, release the mod on Nexus. Like today, I had this idea: project NPCs don't write like they had modern schooling. You mean like where they're not using modern languages like, or words rather, like dude or awesome, although awesome, depending on how you used it, could be used in a classical sense. But you're talking like using words that would be using language that would be believable for a medieval period, maybe not medieval specifically, but something for fantasy, you know, Western fantasy. Is that what you mean? Because I've heard this criticism before of both Skyrim and several other newer RPGs, especially ESO, is that some of the NPCs talk not like in a believable way for an old school Western fantasy setting, but rather as if they came from the 21st century. Is that what we're talking about? Believable, and they spell stuff wrong, right? Like, well, it's an American company, so they're using American English, which, you know, isn't using the same spelling as various you know, specifically like British English. And I think for a fantasy setting, British English would be more believable. Like, the only reason I'm not using British English for my D&D conversion I'm doing is because Google Documents is set for American English, and I don't feel like changing it. That's one example of using British English over an American English. At least the main mod will be spelling, and not everyone knows how to write. Right. Aluminium. Like bandits. I wonder how you could do that. I'm not sure exactly what you mean, but I'm certainly intrigued. Or forsworn. Well, like, even in ESO, they talk about being illiterate. And then but then the ESO apparently also contradicts itself and has you go and do all that. Spelling errors and shit like that. Oh, that's what you mean. Like bandits and forsworn would make spelling errors. Like you're intentionally causing typos. And then, of course, you'll probably get a Nexus comment saying, "Why is this typoed so horribly?" It's like, that's the point. Typo patch for Vesku's Bandit and Forsworn literacy mod. It's like, you're missing the point. Oh, Nexus commenters. Have a little drink. See, this is what I mean by wanting to add that horse whistling mod mid-run. Because, once again, my horse has run off. And I can't find it. Now, that's not my horse. That's this completely different horse. We don't even own that one. The horse, I mean, is the horse I got from being the Thane of Whiterun, which I am. I'm using a mod called True Thane, which basically treats us like an actual noble. And as such, when we became the Thane of Whiterun, we were gifted a horse. And the main reason I want to keep the horse is because we were gifted the horse that triggered the simple taxes, so that I actually owe taxes now because I own a piece of taxable property, that of course being the horse. I also now, of course, own Breezehome, but the principle of the matter is I'm paying taxes for my horse. I better be able to use it. The problem is, in vanilla Skyrim, when you get in combat, the horse kind of runs away. So sometimes it fights and gets itself killed, but in this case, it's just running away from the fights, and then I lose track of it, and then I don't know where it's at. And because vanilla Skyrim has no way of calling your horse, kind of left with my dick in the wind. So I wanted to add a horse whistling mod to kind of alleviate that. But I want to add one that's basic and not too in-depth. Like, there was one I saw where it has the ability to call your horse via whistling or a horn, but it also allowed you to access your horse's inventory and all that. And I think it also lets you have like multiple horses. I'm not sure. It's not immersive horses. It's something like some sort of horse whistling mod, but it does way more. I didn't want to add that one mid-run because that seems a little heavy to add mid-run. Bandit not smart. Bandit not go to college. Right. See, that's also kind of like another reason why I don't want to just go right into the next Skyrim run when I'm done with this one. Because who knows what crazy mods will get released that I'm gonna want to use. Luckily, there wasn't that many mods that released in the middle of this run that I felt like I had to have. And the only mods that are already out that I would like to use, but they are just too taxing on my computer, is Lux, JK's Bard's College, and the JK's Bard's College Lux patch. Like, I would like to have used that, but JK's is a little too much, and same with Lux, and I'm not really seeing that much of a difference without Lux. Bandit is artist, then? Bandit no go to Bard Collage. And I think there was another mod that I think is an older mod that I wanted to use for this run, but also with this run it was like, I just want a functional mod list so I can actually fucking play the game. And that is all books are skill books, which I think would give me plenty of reason to read every book and not just hoard the books until I eventually don't read them. Like, I could be like, oh, well, we'll save this book so I don't read it and I can, you know, get the skill up when I actually spend time to actually read the book. But alas, I'm not going to add that mid-run. Bandit no art. Bandit only drinking Murdor. See, that, like, I'm not saying Vesku needs to make that mod for me immediately. I'm just saying if Vesku were to make that mod and then release it, I think I want to wait before I do my next run, because my next run is very heavily bandit themed. No, I'm not going to play as a bandit. Quite the opposite. We're going to play as a lawbringer who spends most of his time fighting bandits. And I think giving bandits more life and depth is going to be a big part of that mod list. It's not just going to be mindless killing of bandits. No, no, no. We're going to be using two mods to mostly it's these two mods, but there's several mods like this. We're going to be mostly using two mods to humanize the bandits, one of which is simple bandit children. And the other is macabre something, where it's bands of matrimony added to several NPC types, including bandits. So basically, if I kill a bandit, there's a chance that they have a wedding ring. So couple that with some bandits having children. Writing it down as a must-do now. Oh yes, you must do it for me. Mod author, do it for me, the Nexus user. No rush, it's just... If that were to be a mod that would be created, I think I would be willing to wait to do the run. Having said that, this run is going by extremely slowly, just the way I like it. And we've barely made a dent into the playthrough. So, I think it's gonna be a while. Oh, hold on. We're not gonna kill the poor rat, though. We're just gonna make him really nice and calm. There you go. Oh, nice. I'm feeling well hydrated now that I've been out in the rain. Oh, sir? Oh, he just teleported. He's still calm. Speaking of calm... I'm out in the rain, so I became well hydrated. I suppose so, huh? I suppose I really am well hydrated. But also the other main reason I don't want to jump into the next Skyrim run right away after this run is I kind of want to play some other games and not just have it be a max 2-hour session of small games like Power Wash Sim. Sir? Go to sleep. Oh. Madam? Madam? Oh, I calmed my dog, who is also not calmed. Hi! You want to go to sleep? You want to go to sleep? Go to sleep. We punch this mage. We're gonna punch her to death. Ugh. Oh, the game's having a hard time. Oh, Janassa's ancestor apparently wears Falmer armor. That's one armor I have not been... Let's take a look at chat. Take time for you to get it to making it, since you're making relics mods that adds weapons and other curios from older games and newer games like ESO. Like your debaser mod. Ooh. Anyways, what was I about to say? That's one mod.
Make it quick.
That's one mod that, excuse me, that's one armor I have not been able to replace easily because I'm trying to use a mod to make it so that Falmer will actually wear their armor. She didn't have anything on her. Well, I could fix that. But when I switch out the armor mesh for Falmer armor, it doesn't actually make them wear that armor. In fact, the opposite. They tend to only show up in their underwear, which thank God they have that at least. But, so let's get this ice spike out of our titties. And I wasn't just gonna have the mesh replacer be used, because then it's like, well, even if the Falmer would wear it, they would still technically be wearing... Here, let's just warm up by this fire then. Since it apparently provides warmth, because I can step in the fire real quick. Now that's exploiting the game. We won't be doing that. Of course, the relics mod will be hard to do since right now you're only using vanilla assets and minimal Blender knowledge. Yeah, that gotta start somewhere. You're not gonna learn how to do it unless you do it. Okay. Firstly, go to sleep.
Hey, I didn't ask you to magic me.
Where's your friend? Just you then? Sir? Hey, he's got a Kotzbalger. Let me have that, son. Oh, I stabbed the dog. Dog's fine, though. Brigandine boots. Kotzbalger. Because I was thinking of asking people like Billy Rowe to use their assets, but some of the people have not been on Nexus for a while. But Billy Rowe's always been nice. Yeah, Billy Rowe's pretty darn cool. Let's Let's see. Nordland, 49 versus 30. I'll take the meat pie. The note to Rodolphe. Rodolphe, your little stunts try my patience. I know my uncle has issues, but he is our watchman, and you will respect him. No more sneaking in and out. No more games with his ledger or nails on his chair. One more joke and you'll see how funny a day in the cage can be. Hajva. Grab that. Ooh, opal. Smoke bombs? Don't really need those. Of course, I always need salt, so we'll search their sacks. Like, this note would be spelled so wrong, though. Yeah. Definitely. Do I want to take their goat cheese? I think I'm going to take their goat cheese here. Enjoy the lurk, Vescu. Enjoy the modding. We will be here. Oh, it's empty. Shame. Let's warm up before we go in there. Oh, we begin to warm up, okay. Warming up our hands with our buckler. We're dirty. We need to bathe. Might as well use some wash water. And if we don't have any, we can always craft some right here. Okay, we should be back to normal. Oh, there we go. Use some wash water if we have any. Nope, but we can certainly make some. Wash water, blue mountain soap. Ooh, we can make other soaps now. Slowly increases stamina regen. Can make seared fat. I kind of want to keep the health regen. Let's make that. And then we will use the wash water right away. Okay. And we also need to use a fire salt. So when we do that, we're going to go ahead and, you know, fire salt. All right. Let's get in there.
Who's there? Rodolphe? That you?
Yeah.
Boss was looking for you, said he'd be up at the summit. Better not keep him waiting.
I'm happy you let this sweet blind man live. I have a soft spot for damaged people, even if they're bandits.
Go to sleep.
Stop that! Keep your spells to yourself.
I do need some imp stool. I think. Let's just gather it anyways. We don't need it. We can always give it to an alchemist to sell. Give me the imp stool, please. Thank you. Imp stool. I'll show you some stool. So we got 3 paths. A door, a path, and a path over there. What's in here?
Hey, stop that! Someone do something. Somebody help.
Okay, I guess we're fighting.
Picked a bad time.
Go to sleep.
Get me out.
Burn, you shit.
Let's keep moving.
Time to get moving.
Good work, man.
Time to get moving.
I know I heard something.
Well, if we know there's someone in there now. Put our sword away for now.
I guess I was just hearing things.
Loot these boys. Ooh, leg of goat roast. Some septums and some steel arrows. We'll take that. Skirmisher's potion. Sure. Might even take that while we're in here. Bandito. You had a buckler. Thick bread. Ooh, grenades. Javelins. Oil pot. Salt pile. Search his sack. The sack searching. See. Is there a lever anywhere in here? I can't tell. Let's cast. There we go. Now we can see. So this was a dead end. So let's go off somewhere else then. Oh, hi. Well, my fire salts ran out. I've got another. I've been hit by a javelin. Which is fine, though. My destruction has increased. You need to die, sir. Ow, I'm dying. Oh, it's almost like the fire salts are effective.
There are others.
Let's get these arrows out of us. Arrow and javelin. Ouch. Okay. We need to level up our destruction, so we're going to increase our magicka. And we need to take a destruction skill. Bandit outlaw. Lockpick. Javelins, sure. Oh, I am over encumbered. Let's give some loot to some people. Janessa,
We're one of the same
how
kind,
would you like
if that is what
some
you wish.
arrows? How about these? How about 20 of these Falmer arrows?
Lead on then.
Zora.
Ready to move?
I want to give you things.
I'll carry what I can.
Game? Fuck's sake. You've got plenty of arrows. How about some granadas? Or I'll give the javelins to Gore, I think. Carrying a lot of steel arrows, I think I'm just gonna drop.
Right behind you.
Or give me a hug.
Yeah,
How about you take these javelins?
just leave me all the food.
Let's give you the 20 Nordic arrows. And 5 javelins. I'll drop the rest. We need to downsize some
Alright.
weight here. We need to drop the... We're gonna drop these. Drop that. Equip these, I think. Well, no, we'll equip the steel bolts. Drop the steel arrows. Drop the... We'll keep the Nordic arrows. Drop the rest of the javelins. Drop the smoke bombs. Drop the grenades. Let's go ahead and equip that. Our mail coif. Now we are ready. If we came from there, we should probably go there next. Are we playing a bard character? We are! We are a glorious bard. Oh. Well, let's continue to level up my you know. If the game will let me cast a spell.
Don't do that.
Happens you're a musician too. Ooh, yes, being a pianist, after all. What a coincidence. Let's see, what do you got for a book here?
I sometimes like
The
to
Real
imagine
Baron
these
Zaya.
caves are an
Don't mind if I
underground
do.
travel system.
Rising
Like the
Threat,
root
don't mind if I
rooms
do.
the Argonian smugglers use in the Black Marsh.
Got a chest here. Large sack. Salt we'll take. Okay. Brigandine gauntlets, coin purse. Got several septums here. Imp stool. Not quite sure if I actually need it or not. Oh, there's another book here. We already have that one. Search the end table. 23 armor rating versus 31. Doesn't sound right at all. It's almost like it's not quite patched yet. Explorer's Guide to Skyrim. We'll take it. Hope of the Writer End. We'll take it. And search the cupboard. Turn the sackflower into soup. Not sure how, but we can. Blacksmith's potion? Sure. We're kind of looking at maybe getting a forge up and started at our house. So we want to, you know, keep that in mind. There's no loot here? Where's the loot? There's the loot. We now have a loot. Grab the imp stool here. Nothing of value there.
You think it'll work?
Of course not. Dogs I could train, but a half-starved wolf, not a chance.
Right. Lucky if it doesn't rip our throats out.
Can I activate the pull chain, please? Thank you. All right. What is with this game?
What was that?
Someone there.
Bitch! That was very rude. Oh.
Skin you alive.
Game's not letting me cast spells out of my left hand. Of course, there just has to be a handicap.
Not a chance.
There has to be a thing to move the goalpost. Thanks, game. Oh, this fucking auto aim spell bullshit. I wanted to cast it on this bandit, but the game said no, it's going to gore instead. The dog is vibrating. Yeah. It's not that hard to figure out what I'm trying to do, video game.
Do you think we should dress up like bandits before we meet the boss? Maybe
Yes.
I could play your prisoner.
What was that?
Well done.
I learned something from that fight. Don't get hit.
Oh, man, the fucking... Ah. Oh, spell ran out, so we gotta use that again. Now let me cast that spell. Let's get the arrows out of the dog. garlic. What did you have, sir? Alright, we already looted him. Wheat. A light head scarf. Manco toxin. I'm thinking I should go back to the brigandine stuff. So we're gonna. Well, it's at home, so we can just grab it there. Silver ingot, venison chop. Maybe I don't want to take the iron arrows. A broad axe. And a quarterstaff. Take this salt. Assault! Assault! By the gods, assault! Actually, we should be taking some of these apples. The horse is gonna want some. Assuming I can ever find it again. Alright, where does this trapdoor open up to? See you later. Coin purse. Alright, we'll come back to the trapdoor. Let's go to the other door that was in the previous room. Oh, hold on, sir. Sir. Go to sleep. You're a good boy. Oh, this was opened. Oh, no, it's still here. Okay. And it's locked, and I don't suppose I have a key. So what we're gonna do... We have a spell for this. Ooh, almost. Guessing it's an expert. Not that much of an expert. Okay, that goes somewhere. Come back to that. Whoa, Gore, did you just come rolling through here? Butter. Got some firewood. Book here. Cake and the diamond we don't need. Ruins of Camel's we'll take that. What's this? There's something sticking out of there. Type 15 arming sword. Don't need it, but it'd be nice. Search the barrels. Suppose we could use that for cooking. Might even be able to make some alcohol. Take the snowberries. Okay. Let's check out the trap door, which was over this way. Sir? It's the wrong spell. Sir! No! I've contracted rock joint. Go to sleep. I don't want to hurt you. We're gonna take a potion. There we go. Alright, where does this go? Wasn't exactly a soft landing. Oh. Okay. Never mind, they got it.
Looks like that's the last of them.
They have it handled.
Make for a deadly pair.
Sir. Very rude. I guess the time of we're gonna make him afraid. We need to find fear. That was close. Stab you in the face. Stab you in the face again.
I think I'm getting better. I probably only got a handful of scars from this fight.
Okay. Give it a save. I have no idea where this leads. Oh.
You think caves would be a great place to meet adventurers like us? Ah, but slaying bandits is fun too.
I guess the wolf was gonna die. I tried. I really did. Oh, this was the previous area. Let's see if we can save this wolf. I don't want to have to kill him. He's a good boy. I mean, I'll defend myself, but luckily I have magic. No, you're not. Leave the wolf alone. No!
The last of them.
I just got here. Now let's pull this up. Poor dog. Poor doggo. Oh well. All's fair in love and war, ain't that right? That's the saying? Okay, well, we need to go out the door that was locked shut, which is not that door. It's... Get me out of here, Todd. It was... Which door was it? It was this door. And we want to go this way. Alright, give it a save. Oh. Sir?
You a pot fool.
Oh, I missed. Well, let's try making him afraid then.
Good one.
Oh. Okay then. Let's see if I can do something about the night eye spell. Just a regular bandit. Falmer arrow. Flawed onyx. Venison shop will take.
Come on, fight back.
Sir? Sir? Oh, I'm falling. I've fallen and I can't get up. I'm gonna have to get right in his face. Why is the spell, like, refusing to hit him? Yes, please go in there for now.
Feel routed. Fall back.
Hi.
That's your best, huh?
You gonna go in there like a little bitch?
I yield. I yield.
Sir, you need to come out of the doorway. Sir. Well done. Damn, right through the visor. Right through the gap in his visor. That's very, very realistic. Let's take that. Iron Hand armor we're gonna take. Iron Hand greatsword, of course, we're gonna take that. Okay. Gore, would you like an armor upgrade? Excuse me, I have an arrow in me I need to take out. Clip this out of context. Okay.
Just
Or
remember, everything's better. Just leave me all the food.
how would you like some plate armor? It's Iron Hand armor, Iron Hand heavy boots, Iron Hand helmet, and Iron Hand gauntlets. Get 2 of them. And how would you... he doesn't use a greatsword.
Alright then.
Half tempted to take your helmet. No, that's... I'm petting the dog, apparently. Damn, fucking right in the eye.
Yeah?
I want you to take off your helmet.
Just leave me all the food.
Give me your helmet. Oh, he has plate greaves. Huh. I'll take that. I'm keeping all the Iron Hand stuff just because it's unique. So, the plate stuff, obviously, you know, that matches. Okay.
Let's go.
Gore, you look fantastic. However, Zora, I believe we have a great sword for you if you'll take it.
I'm right here.
She is using a dueling longsword, so it might be better.
What do you need me to take?
31 versus 24. Oh, well, it's going on our shelves, but she can carry it for now. And then we have a two-handed Viking sword, which, if I'm thinking correctly, two-handed Viking swords weren't really a thing. Now let's check the chest. There's Amron's family Kotzbalger. Oh, we're gonna want this. There's a straight axe. We're gonna want to disenchant that. In fact, I think I already have that illusion, that enchantment learned. So I think we may just sell it then. We'll take the carrots because we can feed that to our horse whenever we fucking find it. Cabbage we're not going to take. We'll take the snowberries. Okay. Give it a save. And then we're gonna want to drink some water. And then we're gonna need to turn in this quest. And he will teach us one-handed and block. I don't think that's gonna cause a level up because we leveled up mid-dungeon. Welcome in, Xerxes. Hello, friend. How are you today? Okay. Well, since the majority of the fighting is done, go ahead and take off our male coif. I'm nestled in bed after food and hanging all day. Ah, I'm falling. Well, I hope you're very comfortable. I myself am about to think about what I'm gonna have for food today, because you just mentioned, you know, having good food. So, oh, going a little too far. Going a little too fast, maybe. This goes into the lower regions, which I've been into. This is, of course, a modified vanilla dungeon, giving it a few more rooms. Nothing too big, but, you know, it's a little expanded upon. What is on the ingredients menu? Well, I could make a homemade pizza. It'll have pepperoni on it. I need to actually figure out where I'm going. What else do I have? I have chicken, like, I have chicken thighs that I could, this is why I usually walk. I have chicken thighs I could turn into, chili and lime chicken thighs.
An alchemy table? These bandits are a very diverse group. What will we find next? A loot?
A loot, you say? I don't know what you're talking about. I think this is where we want to go. Hi. Not gonna kill him. Just gonna do this.
Stop that. Keep your spells to yourself.
I want the leeks, please. Leek, thank you. Thawing some chicken too, making a cassolette using leftover chicken for poor bachelor's tacos. Ooh, that sounds tasty. Certainly been a while since I've had tacos. I do have tortilla shells, but I don't really have a whole lot in the way of tacos, other taco ingredients. Oh, we need the elf's ears, so we're gonna need to grab that. It's too bad you can't. Oh, I probably can buy these ingredients. It's just I don't want to buy them because the whole point of doing the quest to gather elves' ears is so I can be paid for gathering them. Like, I don't want to buy something that I'm gonna be paid to give to somebody. And unfortunately, there's no way to, like, grow elves' ears or like have some sort of returnable investment for gathering them. Yeah, I gotta get paid. Those have already been gathered from. We're gonna grab some red mountain flowers, because then I can turn that into red mountain flower soap, which I can then turn into red mountain flower wash water, which will give me a different benefit. I'm gonna grab some of these tundra cotton, because I can use that as tinder. Just kind of future-proofing some things. Oh, sliding off the rock here. Now, my horse has run off. So I do have plenty of apples and carrots for my horse, but I have no idea where my horse is. And I was going to add the horse whistling mod so that I could call my horse, but I have yet to actually add it, so. Nice shadow. Make Fight Club soap, indeed. Okay, I think that's enough red mountain flowers for now. Should be plenty to make the soap. Especially since the soap only needs troll fat or animal fat and some other ingredient. You know, of course, I do have to use the cooking pot. And since I have crafting requires tools, we have to keep our wooden ladle so I can use the cooking pot. We might gather some... might gather some lavender, too. So that maybe we can make lavender soap? I'm not really sure. Gather a few more tundra cottons. Maybe 2 more after this one. The only reason I'm particularly running is because I want to get back to Whiterun before the evening comes, so that I can go talk to Amryn and turn in the quest. All right, I think we have enough tundra cotton after this one. And then we need to see about practicing our loot. Because we're a not complete clueless novice when it comes to playing the lute. Playing the flute, we're considered a bard. But when it comes to the lute, we're completely green. We have no concept of how to play a lute. One must run to Whiterun. That's why it's called Whiterun. Definitely not because it runs next to the White River. No, we have to run there. Which, you know, when it comes to performing in the taverns, I think we're going to stick with the flute for now. But we'll practice our lute when we're in our home. So we did the quest to get Amryn's Katzbalger. Amryn's family's Katzbalger. And we're gonna go turn that in. And then we should see about what next quest we're going to go do. And I have the I have the Iron Hand armor, which Gore is wearing. And I have the Iron Hand greatsword, which is worse than Zora's current greatsword, so the Iron Hand greatsword will go onto the wall. It'll be decoration. Snow turns to rain as the air warms. There was the hitch for all my followers coming in. Another reason I only have the 3 of them plus my dog. But the rest of my followers are in my home, so. Another reason I want to start up a commune in the Whiterun Tundra.
They're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
These are my personal guards. Because I am a Thane. I am a noble and I am treated as such. I think I might have pizza for lunch. Yeah, we're gonna make pizza. Let's stay out of the fire. Let's have a bread. And then we'll have a goat cheese.
If I never saw Dragon's Reach again, it'd be too soon.
We're gonna keep our green apples on us because there's no way I can preserve them for later. So I don't want them to be in a container where they won't spoil I want them to stay in my inventory where they have the possibility of spoiling. That way I don't exploit the game. Rather, mods, but you know what I mean. I think... Oh, Sven? You babysitting?
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
Okay. Here's Lydia, of course, in her glorious plate armor. We need to get her a plate helmet. Well, we already have some decoration. I kind of want to keep that as is. It looks very nice. So what we're going to do, we're going to swap out our armor back to the Brigandine. I think we need to start selling things, so we're going to grab this, and this, and this, and this. Grab these so we can sell them. Sell the scale cloak, I think. I think that's what we want to do. A motley crew indeed. Take the Dwarven Bolt because I can use it. That... I don't know. We have the Night Eye spell, so I don't really need this. Sell it. Grab another one of these. We need to put some potions away. Put the blacksmith potion away. Favorite that. Put that away. That away. That can be sold. Favorite that. Put 2 of those soaps away. What of my meats are salted? The leg of goat roast is stale, so we'll have to get rid of that at some point. We have salted raw beef, salted salmon meat. So we're gonna put those away. Because if it's salted, then it's like, okay, well, at least it would make sense as to why it would stay in my chest, you know, without spoiling. Put some of these away, keep one. Put 5 of these away. So I think it takes 20 to make a snowberry extract. We'll keep the wheat on us because I don't know quite what it would take to use that to cook with. Put that away. We could read this real quick, just because it'll give us one-handed skill. Yeah, sure. Let's read this book. Fire and Darkness, The Brotherhoods of Death, by Inia Gorming. Need a drink of water before I do this. Brother, I still call you brother, for we share our bonds of blood, tested but unbroken by hatred. Even if I am murdered, which seems inevitable now, know that, brother, you are not innocent, so our benedictions of mutual enmity is not tragedy but horror. This state of silent shadowed war, secret poisons and sleeping men strangled in their beds, of the sudden arrow and the artful dagger has no end that I can see. No possibility for peace. I see the shadows in the room move through the flame of my candle is steady. I know the signs that I. This note is found found where it had fallen beneath the floorboards of an abandoned house in the Nordic village of Jallenheim in the 350th year of the Second Era. It was said that a quiet cobbler lived in the house, whispered by some to be a member of the dread Morag Tong, the Assassin's Guild outlawed throughout Tamriel 34 years previously. The house itself was perfectly in order, as if the cobbler had simply vanished. There was a single drop of blood on the note. The Dark Brotherhood had paid a call. This note and others like it are rare. Both the Morag Tong and its hated child, the Dark Brotherhood, are scrupulous about leaving no evidence behind. Their members know that to divulge secrets of their orders is a lethal infraction. This obviously makes the job of the historian seeking to trace their histories very difficult. Morag Tong, according to most scholars, had been a facet of the culture of Morrowind almost since its beginning. After all, the history of Resdayn, the ancient name of Morrowind, is rife with assassination, blood sacrifice, and religious zealotry, hallmarks of the Order. It is commonly said that the Morag Tong, then as now murdered for the glory of the Daedra Prince Mephala, but common assumptions are rarely completely accurate. It is my contention that the earliest form of the Tong additionally worshipped an even older and more malevolent deity than Mephala. As terrifying as that Prince of Oblivion is, they had and have reverence for a far greater evil. Writs of assassination from the First Era offer rare glimpses into the Morag Tong's earliest philosophy. They are as matter of fact as current-day writs, but many contain snatches of poetry which have perplexed our scholars for hundreds of years. Lisping sibilant hisses, ether's sweet sway, rancid kiss of passing sin, and other strange, almost insane insertions into the writs were codes for the name of the person to be assassinated, his or her location, and the time at which death was to come. There are also direct references to the divine spirit called Sithis. Evidence of the Morag Tong's expertise in assassinations seems scarcely necessary. The few instances of someone escaping a murder attempt by them are always remarkable and rare, proving that they were and are patient, capable murderers who use their tools well. A fragment of a letter found among the effects of a well-known armorer has been sealed in our vaults for some time. It was likely penned by an unknown Tong assassin as ordering weapons for his order, and offers some illumination into what they looked for in their blades, as well as the mention of Vornora, the island where the Tong sent its agents in retirement. I congratulate you on your artistry and the balance and heft of your daggers. The knife blade is whisper thin, elegantly wrought but impractical. It must have a bold edge for arteries, when cut, have a tendency to self-seal, preventing adequate blood loss. I'll be leaving Vornora in 2 weeks' time to inspect your new tools, hoping they'll be more satisfactory. The Morag Tong spread quietly throughout Tamriel in the early years of the Second Era, worshipping Mephala and Sithis with blood, as they had always done. When the Morag Tong assassinated the Emperor Riemann in the year 2920 of the First Era, and his successor Potentate Versidue Shaye in the 324th year of the Second Era, the assassins so long in the shadows were suddenly thrust into the light. They had become brazen, drunk with murder, literally painting the words Morag Tong on the wall in the Potentate's blood. The Morag Tong was instantly and unanimously outlawed in all corners of Tamriel, with the exception of its home province of Morrowind. There they continue to operate with the blessings of the houses, apparently cutting off all contact with their satellite brothers to the west. There they continue their quasi-legal existence, accepting black writs and murdering with impunity. Most scholars believe that the birth of the Dark Brotherhood, the secular murder-for-profit order of assassins, was as a result of a religious schism in the Morag Tong. Given the secrecy of both cults, it is difficult to define the exact nature of it, but certain logical assumptions can be made. In order to exist, the Morag Tong must have appealed to the highest power in Morrowind, which at that time, the Second Era, could only have been the tribunal of Almalexia, Sothisil, and Vivec. Mephala, whom the Tong worshipped with Sithis, was said to have been the anticipation of Vivec. I can't even speak now. Is it not logical to assume that in exchange for toleration of their continued existence, the Tong would have ceased their worship of Mephala in exchange for the worship of Vivec? The Morag Tong continues, as we know, to worship Sithis. The Dark Brotherhood is not considered a religious order by most, merely a secular organization offering murder for gold. I've seen, however, proof positive in the form of writs to the Brotherhood that Sithis is still revered above all. So where, the reader asks, is that cause for the schism? How could a silent war have begun where both groups are so close? Both assassins' guilds, after all, worship Sithis. And yet a figure emerges from history who should give those with this presumption pause. The Night Mother. Who the Night Mother is, where she came from, what her functions are, no one knows. Korlovac Townway, in his generally well-researched historical fiction 2920, the last year of the First Era, tries to make her the leader of the Morag Tong, but she is never historically associated with the Tong, only the Dark Brotherhood. The Night Mother, my dear friend, is Mephala, the Dark Brotherhood of the West, unfettered by the orders of the Tribunal. Continue to worship Mephala. They may not call her by name, but the danger of murder, sex, and secrets is their leader still. And they did not, and still do not to this day, forgive their brethren for casting her aside. The cobbler who met his end in the Second Era, who saw no end in the war between the Brotherhood and the Tong, was correct. In the shadows of the Empire, the Brothers of Death remain locked in combat, and they will likely remain that way forever. That was Fire in Darkness. A bedtime story. British Lou's best Lou. What do she? We'll read the other things another time. Well, now we can put that book away. In fact, we have a bookshelf that we can, put things in. Let's grab the books from here and put it in the bookshelf. I have another animal trap. My voice is pretty much shot already. But we are coming up on the last few minutes. We can keep this ourselves because we were going to give it to Alvor, but... Oh, we need to keep that. We're going to give it to Alvor, but he died. That goes in here. Well, we might need it for the quest, actually. Let's keep that. Firewood. That keep the kindling, leather and leather strips are going in there. Much money's in here? No money. So what we're gonna do then is we're gonna keep the money on us. Alright. We're gonna swap out our armor. We're not gonna use the padded mantle because it clips too much with the brigandine. Padded mantle off. Then we gotta put some armor away. Imperial crossbows, 18. Silver hand crossbow. Unfavorite it. And then this can go away. We can put these on. These can go away. That gets put away. We'll keep this. Favorite the tattered map. That can be sold because we already have the enchantment. Pattern mantle goes away. Plate gauntlets can go away. That can go away. And then we'll put our books in our bookshelf. Should have a cloak we can wear. activate the bookshelf. Alright, we'll put that, and that away. Okay. Oh, we can put the weapon over here on the weapon rack. So let's grab that sword again. Where was the Hajvar? Oh, right, Zora has it. Zora. Oh, wrong button. I need the walking button so I can make things slowly. Need the trade.
I'll carry what I can.
And I need the Iron Hand Great Sword. Two, 15, 16. Okay, you still haven't used any of your arrows. The crossbow goes to Sven, but we can't actually give it to him, so I'll just put it away for now. Can't give it to him, quotation mark. He's not a follower, so I can't just trade him. He can be a follower, which is why he's here, but, you know. So on and so forth. Also, we need to favorite the steel bolt, iron bolts. Dwarven bolt is favorited. And then we'll put the Iron Hand Greatsword, which we will equip. Because then we can, you know, put it on the thing properly. Put it in there. There we go. Now, we have a loot that we need to practice with. Loot. Play instrument. Switch instrument, focus, loot. And we need to play the lute normally. Hi, Remy. I can't have you sitting on my chest right now because we're about to end the stream. I suppose we could extend for a little bit. Come on, you. Get over here. Come on. Come on, Bubba. Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here, Bubba.
Somebody do something.
Hi, Bubbins. Come here. Come here, little guy. Come on. Up here. Come on. Yeah, that's a good boy. That's a good Remy. Yeah. Should we go shopping and game for a little bit? You happy boy? Okay, come on, you. Alright, let's go shopping, Remy. Alright, boy.
Hope you're finding the city in proper order.
Oh, we're not getting the rain sound for some reason. Oh, is it closing time?
I've spent almost all the septums I have.
Hey, buddy, that's a good boy.
I'll be needing some gold.
Yeah, you start purring. Yeah, it's gonna be time for us to start performing in the inn for the night.
Rorikstead's a nice enough little hamlet, but a boring posting for a guard. Dragon attacks?
Yeah, that's a happy Remy. It's a happy boy.
Yes?
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire, and I'll send someone over.
Hi, buddy. You so happy. Alright.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need?
I'd like to perform.
Of course.
I gotta switch back to the flute. Beat it, Sven. I'm playing now. To the flute.
Got something to say?
And then play flute normally.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, Cinderella, but I
I'm all
think I
ears.
have to say.
No? Do you care about rotting away for a month in a cell? I'll charge you with disturbing the Jarl's peace.
Here. Take his blessing.
And I'll charge you with murder for killing everyone's good time.
Is it getting hot? Or is it just me?
Asura bless you.
Gods be praised.
Nice.
I've got a hungry dog.
Oh, are we
so
done
selling my
cuddling,
clothes is
or
really
do you
all
have
I
an
really care
itch?
about.
Well met, kinsman.
What can I get you?
Hi, Remy. Come here. Come here, Bubba, baby. Come here. Come here. Come here, Bubba. I know you had an itch. You're still allowed to lay on my chest. Come on. Get up here. Come on. Come on. That's a good Remy. Come on. Don't be chewing on this. Alright, I'm done for now.
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Behave, Remy. Yeah, that's a good boy. Yeah, that's a good Remy. Oh. Okay. You're a good boy, Remy.
Good evening.
Oh, do you really have an itch? Is it that bad of an itch? Yeah, let me get that for you. Yeah, that's a good boy. Come on, you. Lay down.
I could go for a good Tamika vintage 3.99 right now. It's so hard to find third era bottles though. The blasted war is what did it.
That's a good boy. I have a kitty cat on my chest. Alright. Yeah, that's a happy boy. Okay. Let's check our journal. Retrieve Danica's buckler. Now, where would that be? Remy, do you want to help me find Danica's buckler? Hmm. You a happy boy or what? Alright, where is the thing? Hmm. Well, let's take a look at any missives we might have. Missive. Recover stolen heirloom from Shimmer Mist Cave and retrieve heirloom from Green Spring Hollow. Let's read this. No, I do not want to discard it. I recently lost my ring of minor deft hands while traveling across Whiterun. I believe it is now in Green Spring Hollow. I will reward anyone who retrieves it. Fianna. Well, that's certainly not it. Let's try this one. Ah, here we go. Let's not discard it. Recently, my buckler was stolen. I managed to track it down to Shimmer Mist Cave. Don't know what else lies within, but if you manage to recover this heirloom, I will pay you a large sum of gold. Danica Pure Spring. Alright, well, let's take a look at the map again. Where would Shimmer Mist Cave be? Find location. Filter. I have not found it on my map, so I'm gonna have to find it the old-fashioned way, I think. Hold on. Well, we may have to put a pin in that one, because I have no idea. Well, there's Shadowgrim Burrow. Well, that's also in Riften, so I don't know if I want to do that right now. But we do have it as a quest, so maybe we should, have that set up to do. Okay. Let's take a look at our journal. Let's do that one. Okay. Well, we might as well head home. Yeah, that's a happy boy. Alright, let's check our reputation. So we're swashbucklers still. Hey, I'm gonna get that butt. Let's go home and go to sleep, because, not much else for my character to do. Still not giving me proper rain sounds. Don't know why, it's just not. Hi, buddy. You are ever so cute. Yeah, happy boy.
You're someone who can get things done. I like that.
Don't I have a power? Adrian, hold still. I know I have a power somewhere. It's something like entice trade? I guess not. Remy, such a precious baby. Reginald. Remy.
Everything's in order.
Go home. Have these respawned? Here's they have. But I guess I can't loot them.
Yes. I've been trained as a skull, as was my father and my father's father.
Y'all are in the way.
My time at the Bard's College was brief. A prodigy has little need for formal education.
Okay. Well, time to strip down naked. Is my backpack Guess something's not working right. Right, that's not favorited, that's why. And now we should be in the nude. So, let us pray. Praise be. Okay, Remy. Thank you, buddy. My butt was starting to hurt. Oh, ow. Oh, now the butt is reforming its form. So now it's painfully squishing back outwards. Like it likes to. Ow. Let's get dressed here. Alright, Brigandine. Get the hauberk on. I should almost get like a set of clothes that I enchant for like speechcraft and, you know, haggling and all that sort of thing. Put on the backpack. Put on the cloak. Equip the dwarven bolt. Put on the tiara. Put on the boots. Put on my sword. Put on the silver bracelet. Put on the necklace of haggling. In fact, we should take our other ring off and put on our signet ring, because then people will recognize us as the Thane of Whiterun, which gives us better prices. So, that's what we're going to do next time. Might as well go ahead and take care of everything here. The next time we play will be, of course, tomorrow. We will continue with more Power Wash Simulator tomorrow as well. You will see this live on Twitch for the people that catch the video. And for the people currently live, you will see a VOD on YouTube shortly. Let's go ahead and eat some food. Venison chop. Chop! Well, thank you for stopping by, Puzzle. We're not quite done yet. We still have to raid off to somebody, but I'm also just taking care of some last-minute things for my character. Have an apple. We'll certainly raid off to somebody. We'll see about, well, it's been good having you all. It's always lovely to see everybody. Whether you're sitting here lurking, whether you're sitting here chatting, whether you're watching or just having it on as background noise, it's totally fine. I'm just happy to have people here. But let me get one last thing in my character's journal so that I can know what to do next time. This is what I should do every time. New entry. Go. Hold on. The caps lock is being weird. New. Go. Let me do the thing, video game. Go. Shopping. Then go to Shadow Grim Burrow in Riften Hold. There we go. Okay. Give it one final save. And then I think I'm going to get ready to make a pizza. My voice is just about shot. I don't know what it is, but my throat today is not very happy. Anyways,